How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I fucking hate my coworkers. Nah, I'm just kidding. I can't harbor hate for anybody. But I came pretty close. The guy that I'm talking about is an old coworker that I used to have working at my very first job, which was at Walmart. First day on the job, it's whatever. Like, I go in and I'm pretty excited because it's my first real job ever, and they teach me all the basics. And actually, I wouldn't say teach me, since they kind of just put a teaching program on the computer and you just sat there and watched it. I'm not gonna lie, those teaching programs kind of felt like mind-numbing brainwash. And keep this between you and me, but I slept through like 80% of it. But all around, my coworkers and my manager that I met were all pretty chill. But what happens next is what I can only assume is real life foreshadowing. I'm chiming into a conversation my coworkers are having, and they're talking about this guy named Joshua as if he's like the patient zero of gooners, right? And I recognize that name because my manager said the name of the coworker that I'm going to be working with tomorrow and he's going to be shadowing me, his name was Joshua. And if you don't know what shadowing is, it's basically a coworker standing behind you as you work the register. They're kind of just like babysitting you in a way. So yeah, me and this guy were set to work together for the entire day, me and the gooner. And I asked them, what do they mean by that? Like, what did he do? And apparently on Snapchat, he would make thirst traps of himself, ask someone out, and if they ever said no, he would kill himself. Yeah. So day 2 begins, and before I even get to work, the bullshit already starts. And as I'm driving to work, this fucker behind me, tailgating so close, I damn near think he's trying to fuse the cars together. And it's every day that people tailgate so close. But this one in particular, I don't know what it was. It just pissed me off because this guy was so close behind me. We could have a conversation from car to car with how close he was. And I'm wondering, like, who drives like this? Where do they have to be? Is their fucking grandma dying in the back of their car right now? Lo and behold, this guy parks in the same parking lot I'm at. I'm like, okay, this guy must be in a rush. He's probably late for work. He's probably like 30 minutes late. So he steps out of the car, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but as soon as he steps out of the car, it's like as slow as physically possible. I would think it's a geriatric escaping their nursing home, and I'm just wondering, where did your Need for Speed go? You damn near killed both of us. So there I am at my register, ready to get the day started, right? Help some customers out. And I look behind to see who's teaching me, not knowing that I already met him. Guy that tried to speed run getting to work, our boy Joshua. Now Joshua, I don't want to be mean to people who have acne, because I feel terrible. Like, people with acne look really beautiful, don't worry. But this guy's acne was different, right? He had acne on his face, but it was like protruding out. I understand, like, there's bumps. This one was needles, actual stalagmites coming out of his face. And I'm all about that body positivity, but I don't know. I've never seen that before. But besides all that, we kind of just got straight to the point. He was teaching me how to be a cashier, how to scan shit and stuff, all the PLU codes. And throughout the entire day he was teaching me, I just kept hearing rap music come from his phone, and I need you guys to keep that in mind. We're just having a normal ass day when finally, in slow motion, the most generic goth girl you could think of gets into my line, and the lights go dim. Not actually, I'm just trying to make this dramatic. And here's where things get a little bit interesting, okay? So this is when Joshua notices the girl that got into the line. So he decides to pull me aside and tell me something. And you're all probably thinking, okay, this is the part where he does something weird. He's gonna make a fool of himself. He's gonna try to ask her out. Maybe try to get her number. No, he puts his hand on my shoulder, like face-to-face, hand-to-shoulder moment, brings me in close, despite there being a customer right there waiting for their fucking order to be taken. And I'm just like, what's going on, man? And he goes, Sergio, you have to ask that girl out for me, please. And don't be confused, guys. This isn't like one of those moments where I'm supposed to relay the message like, hey, this guy wants to ask you out, but he's too shy. No. He wants me to date her. Why? What the fuck? So I ask him, like, why would I do that? And what's in it for you anyway? What is this transaction that's happening right now? And he's just begging me. He's going like, please, Sergio, please. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just like, okay, dude, can you just do it, please? You ask her out. I'm not going to embarrass myself. First day on the job. Oh, well, it was my second day, but you know what I mean. And ladies and gentlemen, stories like this is where heroes are born. As soon as he puts his phone down because he has to start cashiering, it's like we have reached a black hole's event horizon. Okay, time slows down to a halt. I see what he's been watching the entire time, and motherfucker, they were not rap videos, okay? It was big booty bitches bouncing it on fucking World Star compilation in HD. BBL edition. I'm sorry. So I told him, you know what, Joshua, maybe I will ask her out. And he happily steps aside. I don't know what his motivation is. Maybe he plans to live vicariously through me. But as soon as she comes, I take care of her order very normally and I let her walk away. And he's like, dude, you didn't do it. And I just said, yeah, sorry, pussied out. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. I mean, I did win a Nobel Peace Prize afterwards. I shook Obama's hand, all that cool stuff after, you know, saving the day. I actually wonder what would have happened if he actually did ask her out and she said yes. I don't know if I saved that alternate dimension from happening, but, you know, I like to think I did. So, yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all the support. I fucking love you guys. Also, I start school again soon, so might be posting a lot less often, but I still appreciate all the support you guys been giving me. Thank you. Also, the next person to tailgate me 1v1s me.